Hi guys, welcome back to Funshine Place. Today we'll be designing a preschool. Our first step will be adding the wallpaper because we already have the flooring from our dollhouse. We are creating this video because we decided why not recreate the video that has one of the most popular views in our daycare unboxing video. I'll put a picture right over here. So let's get our wallpaper up. So now our daycare walls are fully up. Now let's add some furniture. The first piece of furniture I'm going to add is this kind of like school set. It comes with a calendar on this side and a little animal chart. So I think I'm going to put that over here. And then we also have another school set we've had for a while. This is actually the space set. But I'm actually going to keep it to this side, and I'm going to use this space to make a chalkboard. How I'm going to do that is using this construction paper. This is just any old construction paper you probably have, and then I'm just going to measure it and draw a square and cut out a piece. Okay, so I cut my square out. You probably could cover the entire area, but I wanted the square to kind of fit in the purple frame best I can. So now I'm actually going to write something on the board using a white color pencil. I'm going to just write some few things, maybe like some numbers or like welcome back students. I'm just going to figure out what to write. So I just wrote apple, bear, and cat, and I tried to do it in ABC order. So it can look like A stands for apple, B stands for bear, C stands for cat. And really, you can write whatever you want on here. And if you have erasable pencils, you can erase it and rewrite anything you want on the chalkboard. Or just grab a new sheet of paper, cut it out, and write something new. So I'm going to actually use this little trash can we made in the Karopi backpack unboxing for a little trash can in the classroom. Along with I'm going to add this little bin full of protractors, rulers, in this little case from VLLO under here, along with this little Karopi notepad. I'm also going to put this little Karopi paint tray over here as well. So now I'm going to add these shelves to act as little cubbies for the kids to put their backpacks on this wall. I'm actually going to move this. I'm going to change it to the calendar, and I'm going to put it right next to the cubbies. Now when the kids walk in from school, they could see the calendar. I'm going to fill this shelving unit with some backpacks and trinkets. So now I'm going to add this little tie-dye lunchbox. I'm going to add it this way, along with this little bunny lunchbox. And I don't have enough room to store another lunchbox here, so instead I'm going to add some water bottles. So now I'm going to add this little matching tie-dye water bottle in here with this little strawberry water bottle. And we did get these accessories, the water bottles and the lunch boxes, from VLLO backpack series. Here's one of the VLLO backpacks. It's a little plush cat. I would really love to use these in this school, but these are way too big. The backpack is big as a kid. Maybe we'll end up using those backpacks for Barbie High School in later videos, because we have a collection of different VLLO's backpacks that everyone can use in a school. Let us know if you guys would like to see us show our entire VLLO's backpack collection. Now let's add some actual properly sized backpacks to these cubbies. I'm going to put this little teal Chelsea backpack and this little purple one. I definitely have to add this in because I forgot we had this. This actually came from the 5 Surprise Disney balls, I believe. The Disney balls. This is basically an empty little Minnie Mouse bento box. I don't think these can stay, so I'm just going to put this lunchbox on top of the other two. using more of these Real Littles little like protractor and ruler cases. This is the Jasmine one that came with the Jasmine backpack. We have this one that came with the Sully backpack, and then this one, I actually don't know what this came from. It's just some pink rulers. So I'm actually going to put these over here, along with some Hello Kitty binders. So that fills up this entire section of the cubbies. Now let's move on to the next one. We actually went out to the store and specifically bought some stuff to specifically add in this area. We went out and purchased Miniverse Mini Little Tyke Toys. So we did buy 2 balls because we remember having little tykes and playing with them when we were younger, so we really wanted to bring some of those memories into the dollhouse by having more toys. Plus, we really wanted better odds of getting this cozy coop. We really love the cozy coops. We play with it all the time. It was our favorite, so we really want one for the dolls. Now, enough talking about why we like little tykes. Let's open our first ball. I love this little paper with like the little basketball hoop, the cozy coop, and all these toys. This is the cutest ball I've ever seen. It has a little happy smiley face, sun, clouds, and it has a little airplane driving, and the little banner says Little Tikes. This is so adorable. And I love the unique shape. That was big. I don't know if we have to assemble this. We got the Little Tikes dump truck. This thing is so cute. It even shows the collection on the back. Dolls don't get excited. It even says on the back, each sold separately, so it doesn't come in a pack. I'm going to look at the collector's guide right after, but I have to see, does this box open? The box opens. Let's see what's inside. We have, looks like 2 little figurines. We'll open those after, along with the dump truck wrapped in tissue paper. Open this. The wheels work. Oh my gosh, the back dumps for real. And we even have 2 spots for the characters. Now we have to assemble. 1 little worker goes in here, and the other little worker goes in here. I don't think I lined them up at all. They're actually really small. I would advise using tweezers to put these guys in. They're really hard. Now we can put this on the shelf. Oh, I lost a man. Man down. This box is being saved for stores. Now, let's look at the collector's guide. What is this? I'm not actually sure what this is. I don't think this is... Oh, this is a little assembly. Oh, this is a shelf. This way? Okay, so this is kind of similar. The ball acts as like a shelf or display case. This is similar from the Hello Kitty Cafe Make It Minis. So we'll have to put this together later. So here we have the collector's guide. We have a football toy chest, dump truck, alligator teeter-totter, a doll buggy, log cabin, the farm mobile, tap and tune piano, a castle. On the other side, we have a doll crib, garden, tractor, and cart. Looks like a little Tykes place. Kind of looks like a plaza. Railroad train, recycling truck, double easel. This looks really cute. I would not mind getting this. We also have the fire truck and a little party kitchen. This is really adorable. And the prized possession, the cozy coop. And keep in mind, this is an ultra rare item, so I hope we get this. Now let's see what else is in our ball. Oh, we got the recycling truck. just going to take this, put this aside. We did get the recycling truck. Okay, so opening this up, we have the little people inside. Little people, and we have little shapes to go inside our truck, looks like. I guess these go in the top of the truck to kind of like sort out the trash from the recycling. And here we have the actual truck itself, also wrapped in tissue paper. Now, this one seems a little bigger than the other one. This is actually really cute. Oh, so we have a bunch of different shapes at the top. We have a triangle, a pentagon, a circle, and like a little, kind of like a clover shape. Once again, we'll be keeping this box. So let's see if we can get the little people lined up. We have this little guy. They both have little baseball caps that are green. They're like recycling uniforms. So the little people fit perfectly inside. Now let's put our shapes in. So on the back side, we have our clover. Fits perfectly inside there. Then we have our little triangle. A circle. And the pentagon. Now, I believe if you just dump it out, if you just like shake it a couple times, the circles will pop out. So let's put this on the shelf like the dump truck. Over here, I can't tell if these are more toys or I think they're parts of a shelf. So let's open these up. Okay, so is that everything? Okay, so these are parts to the shelf. Okay. Let's see. We have more part pieces over here. Okay, so I did put it backwards. You put the tiny piece under it, like here, so you can click it to this side, and then you put the second pedestal on top to create two stands. So now, if we want to display our two toys, we can take them and put them on our pedestal. But we are going to keep them on the shelf so the kids can play with them. But I will say, good job, Miniverse, for creating this unique way of using the capsule as a shelf. We're going to take this out now and open our second ball. On to the second ball. This actually sounds pretty hard. Like, I don't hear anything jiggling, so it might be something big. Let's hope so. Okay, let's open this. Okay. Well, I already see we got the doll crib. So here's the doll crib. It's pink. It has little sheep, 3 sheep. Very tiny detail. 3 sheep here. It's got the bed that it can come out. I guess you could store like bottles or whatever you want to store down there. The drawer works, like we said earlier. Has like a divider, so you can put like more things in there. It's actually really cute. Oh gosh, I can't get back in. There we go. So now I think I might put this on the bottom, just because I don't think a crib belongs with some trucks. Once again, saving the box. Next half, collector's guide. Whoa! What is the coincidence of this? We got the doll buggy. So now we have the little stroller along with the crib. Okay, I really have to see this one. It's so cute. The box is even cuter. It has a little girl and she's pushing around the little stroller. This is so adorable.
You got the
a baby crib. Okay, opening this up, I see a tiny baby doll with a little white nightgown. This baby is a little small for like a Barbie doll baby size, but this will definitely work for like a miniature baby. Now let's get the actual crib out. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is such a cute little crib. This is not a crib, it's the little stroller. This is so adorable. It has little pink wheels. It has like a lacy effect over here on the hood. It has a blue handle, and the baby can perfectly fit inside our Little Tikes stroller. This will work amazing for the dollhouse. This works actually pretty good for sizing with our dolls. Now, this can go perfectly next to our tiny little crib. Okay, and then in these two bags, we just have the shelf pieces. And keep in mind, if you do get more than one, you can use the pieces. So now you can have a super tall little shelf. Since we have a little extra space, I'm gonna add this little Mickey Mouse toy in here with the cars. Gonna twist this to the side, put this like this, and add some stuffed animals. We can add tiny little stuffed animals like this teddy bear, this tiny little pink teddy bear, and this little lion. One more little tiny teddy bear couldn't hurt. Bonus, I forgot to mention, since we have the baby from the little buggy set, you could also use the baby in your crib. The baby still works pretty well. The crib is a little long compared to the size of the baby, but other than that, it works great. You can also mix it up and put your own plush toys in the crib. If the tricycle looks a little weird standing up like this, we'll use it in another area. But for now, let's put the scooter back. This cubby is ready to go in the corner. I think I'm going to move this over just a hair to create more space over here. Using the tree from the wildlife set I got for Christmas, I'm going to use this tree as sort of like a bookshelf for the kids. I am going to catty corner this just because I think it looks really nice catty cornered. I am going to use this tree as a little bookshelf. So I'm going to put some books we have. Since I don't have any more books to fit in here, I'm going to put this little panda plant. So now I'm going to put this shelf back here. This one looks a little more on the tight side due to the size of the books, but I still think it looks great. And maybe we can even put our little tricycle, we can hide it under the tree trunk. And so the kids can be creative, let's add this little easel. If I'm correct, this was the easel from the Skipper Daycare playset. So we're going to add that in, along with a stool. And instead of using the water to draw something on the canvas, I thought it would be a good time to use these stickers I have. I forget where I bought these from, but I know I've had them for a while. They're like little hand stickers, so I thought if I put on a bunch of different colors, it will look like the kids are painting their hands on the canvas. So I'm going to go put some on. Okay, so I put on some stickers and I think it looks great. I wanted to add a bunch of different colors so it looks like they were trying to create sort of like a rainbow idea. And then, if I'm correct, I think the hands will fit on the doll pretty perfect. So now it looks like the little boy has some paint on his fingers. So now the daycare students can have fun painting. I do think I'm going to scooch him over a little more to the right, a little closer to the tree, so I can add this tiny little play kitchen that we got from another set, because who wouldn't want a cute little play kitchen to play with? Back there, I think I'm going to add this little table This came with the daycare set, the Skipper daycare set. Also came with these two little yellow chairs and this cute little puppet show. You can even twist the flower. That was actually very hard to put on, but now it's on and the kids can watch a puppet show. Now over here we have some floor space where I would like to put I'd like to put a floor mat where the kids can sit and watch the teacher. So we're gonna make that. I have these little building blocks and I was thinking, what if I put them together to make the little felt mats? So we're gonna try. So now I have some of the blocks on the floor, and I think what I'm gonna do is just connect them to make a big square in the same color, like that. And then I'm gonna create like a pattern and do a bunch of other different squares. So now I'm going to put this floor mat over here so the kids can watch the teacher when she's teaching something. And using the extra blocks, I just created big blocks so the kids can play with them. So now I'm going to use this little ball pit from the Bounce House Skipper Babysitter Inc. playset, and I'm actually going to fill up with some of these beads that look similar to the color in here to make it look more 3D. So now I'm going to add these balls. So it makes it look like there are three-dimensional balls in the ball pit. The kids in this school have always wanted a class pet, so we're going to go get one. I picked this up at Walmart. This is the all-new Hamster Dreamhouse, or it says Hamster Playground set from Barbie World Season 2. If you would like to see us unbox other stuff or see the last season, please go check out our channel where we unbox Season 1 of Barbie World. So let's get unboxing. Okay, so this is the top of the actual Hamster Dreamhouse. We have some tiny little hamster portraits in here. We have like some clouds, of course the little cloud bed. And we have some window details, looks like, with like trees. And then kind of like fake stairs over here. We have like a little fence. The slide is really cool because I like how it has the little archway above it. And of course the bottom of this is like a sand texture. And then I believe we have like a pit, kind of like a sand pit over here. So now I'm going to add some things in. We have the little water bottle that clicks over here. That actually stays really nicely. And then I'm not sure where to put the stairs. Okay, so the stairs go in here. It's not, like, it doesn't really click in. It just, like, lays there because it's got, like, a little edge over here that keeps it from, like, falling. So it's pretty stable. So I'm going to put the little hamster wheel. It's purple and teal with a little, I'd say, like, ginger-colored hamster. Also going to put this little, it's like a purple food bowl over here with one hamster. And then I want to put this little ginger hamster, they're actually really cute, up here in the little cloud bed. And keep in mind, the little hamster, specifically this one, because it's built in the pose, can slide down the slide perfectly. So now in this area is a perfect spot for the hamster set. So now the kids can go and play with the class pets when they get at school. Now that the basic remodel was done for the daycare, I just forgot to mention a tiny detail. At the daycare, we will be throwing a birthday party. So we're going to need some birthday supplies. That's why I bought Miniverse Make It Mini Birthday Series. We've already unboxed these birthday balls in another video. We happen to actually get all of the rainbow series, so let's see what's inside. So I believe this is the tropical series because I see this little tissue paper covered in orange, like elephant ear plants. So let's put together our table. I'm loving this clear pink. It's like a hot fuchsia pink, and it's clear. I really love the stand. It looks so tropical. I already see we have some ice, little ice in a bag. We have little palm tree coasters. What's in here? So this is probably definitely the tropical series. We have in this container little miniature raspberries. These are ridiculously cute, along with tiny slices of pineapple. This is so adorable. Definitely save this. This is way too cute to throw away. I'm actually going to look on the collector's guide because I don't really remember what was on here, and especially for the tropical series. So the tropical series, we have pineapple donut, the watermelon piñata. I believe we got the tropical drinks because it looks like the raspberry pack. And then we have all the little watermelon cupcakes. If I get a cup, that definitely means we got the drink. Yes. So we got 2 cups. They're also fuchsia pink. These are so adorable. They kind of got like a 4-leaf clover look at the top. These are so cute. Okay, and then you also get the nice newspaper. So the newspaper, I love it. So I'm definitely going to keep that. This is our utensil bin. We have tiny yellow straws. Let's see in here. And then our handy tongs. And then the cap to go on the ball. And then, of course, what's in this bag is probably the resin of some sort. Let's see, what is this? This is labeled as watermelon, raspberry, and pineapple juice. This is a really cute container. I love it. So, like we did in our last and our couple Make It Mini videos, you know we do not use the resin. So, instead of using the resin, we're going to use these. These are nail art pieces to put on your nails, but instead we like to use them for Barbie. I have a bunch of citrus slices in here, like lemon, oranges, dragon fruit, and then just some blue ones. So that jar actually was just enough to fill them about here. And I'm not going to fill them to the top because we have to add our little raspberries. So I'm going to take the raspberries and then put a few in here. And the nice thing about having and not using any resin is that when I want to use these raspberries, I can just take them out of the drink and they won't be stuck in forever. I will say, quick tip, do not put the fruit slices in before you put the straws in. It is very hard to get to the bottom, so just put your straw in, then you pour your fruit slices on top. Finally, a package that can be resealed. Put our coasters down, 2 little leaf coasters, with our 2 adorable little drinks. And then in the back, we can add our juice, our ice, and our empty package of fruit. This is how the Make It Mini little tropical juice drink set came out. What do you guys think? Did we do a good job without using resin? On to the second ball. Now, I really do hope that it's another tropical mini so we can have more tropical minis to match the area, but if we get anything different, I'm okay because all Make It Mini birthday series are cute. So, just from the looks of it, it looks like we got the dinosaur. I'm actually going to move this a little more so I don't bump it. Looks like we got the dinosaur series. But, it looks like the minis are pretty adorable. Let's put the table together. It's a pretty teal top with a green, like a bright green stand. We have the fossil cookies, the s'mores dirt cups, the dino cake, and the dino piñata. From the look of it, I see like a little tray, so I think these are the fossil cookies. Yep, these are definitely probably the fossil cookies. We have little plates, a 6-pack of plates, kind of like the rainbow, in the rainbow party set, but this time they're just little plates with tiny dinosaur feet on them. I have no idea what this is. I think this might have fallen off of packaging. What's in here? Oh my gosh. It's a tiny dinosaur. It looks like the taco holder. This is so cute. Let's see what else is in this bag. This tissue paper is really adorable. It's got like little dinosaur feet with little spots. Definitely keeping this for party supplies. What's in here? We have deco dust. Oh my gosh, it's actually glitter. In this container is basically miniature luster dust for baking. It's very fine and could probably make a mess, so just when you're using it, be very careful. Okay, let's go. Other packaging, we have cookie stencils. These are the cookie stencils, and I'm probably like 100% sure that you put these on top of the sugar cookies and then you sprinkle the dust and then it creates the foot pattern on your cookie. Open our utensils bag. So we have a tiny little brush. This is like a miniature little brush. This is so cute. It actually has bristles. This is so adorable. We also have a blue spatula and some tongs and the little cap for the top of our bowl. And let's open our resin bag. What's in here? We have glaze. Tiny little bottle of blue glaze. And the glaze comes with a little nozzle. Since dinosaur doesn't really match with the theme of tropical, we will not be doing it in this video, but we will be doing it in our bakery video coming very soon. So now I'm going to make a quick banner with things you probably have at home. Using this elastic, it's like a kind of like a rubber thing that usually holds the blankets on the hanger at stores like Home Goods, Home Centric. We wrapped it in some of this washi tape, colorful washi tape. It's not like 100% perfect. There's some pieces that are coming undone, but that's okay because we're going to cover this with some flowers that we have from an extra plant. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the end, you're going to push, and then pull through, and then work your way down, and then repeat. So once again, push and pull through to the end. And I'm just going to repeat this process until I get a full banner. So now that the entire band is filled, I'm going to use some hot glue, like a little dollop, and just place the dollop petal down so it makes the flowers more fanned out. And I am going to do this off camera just so I can focus on the placement of creating our arch. So using some different color cardstocks, I'm going to make DIY tiny party hats. So I'm going to grab, let's see, I think I'm going to grab a pink because Barbie loves pink. I'm going to grab a pink sheet. I'm not going to take it out, but what I'm going to do is take my circle hole punch. I'm going to line it up and punch. And then I'm just going to repeat this step for all different colors. So I cut out a bunch of different colors. Now that they're all cut out, how I'm going to make the party hat is I'm going to take a circle and you're just going to cut a slit until you get to the center of the circle. Then taking your two sides, you're going to fold it kind of tight. Just fold it around and around, creating a party hat shape. And then you're going to repeat that step for all your party hats. And I am going to secure it with a dab of hot glue so it doesn't come undone. And it will stay in the nice cone shape you want it to the entire time. So now using this sheet of paper, it's longer, but I did have to cut it in half. Now using this sheet of paper that I got from a birthday pack, it has like a bunch of different sayings on it, like celebrate with us, sprinkled with love, time for celebration, let it rain, confetti, fun, little sayings like that. I'm going to take that sheet of paper and use a paper cutter to cut out them in smaller form to create tiny little banners or posters like this one. It's just 3 balloons that you can easily tape up on your wall to create little birthday posters. I wanted to make the kids some little goodie baskets, so using these did come from Barbie, the little Barbie beach buckets. I'm going to fill it with some goodies. I'm going to fill it with some lollipops. Now, we actually made these in the Valentine's Day living room video. I'm going to fill them with these lollipops. These are just beads glued onto a toothpick. Oops. And then the last thing I'm going to stuff in these buckets are little Pez dispensers. These would stay inside. Little Pez dispensers that we got from unboxing Teeny Tinies. I believe the Teeny Tiny Pez stand that we got from VLLO. And I just added the little archway we made using the flowers and the little tape. And of course the kids can't be teaching themselves fun things. That's where the teacher comes in. So now the teacher can teach the kids a bunch of valuable and cool fun facts they need to know. Now all the kids have adorable little birthday hats to wear to the party. So now let's place them in some fun positions. Now everyone has a nice position in the daycare. That about wraps it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching Funshine Place. Please like, share, and subscribe. And comment down below if you like watching us make DIYs in rooms like this. Catch you in the next one. Bye!